Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all having an amazing Friday today on September 10th. Now, a lot of Star Wars fans are really looking forward to the Book of Boba Fett trailer, which is all set and ready to drop by this October. They're looking at early to mid-October to drop this thing to really begin the marketing phase of the Book of Boba Fett by also promoting merchandise and clothing and all these different aspects of the show that's really going to actually ramp things up until it releases on December 21st. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and check me out over there. I do post a couple of fun things on Twitter over there. So, the thing that really does intrigue me right now is that we have, of course, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni really working on over a dozen Star Wars projects, so to speak. You know, they're really working heavily already on the third season of Mando. They've got the Ahsoka Tano series, you know, pretty much well into development that they're going to begin filming by 2022. And they're also working on other TV shows out there that are set to be announced by this November. So this November is going to be a big month by Disney CEO Bob Chapek. Now, in case you guys didn't know, Bob Chapek really has been a little bit more direct to the fans lately. He's been unveiling more and more about the future of Star Wars and exactly what it holds by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. So that's one thing that I truly do respect, is that Bob Chapek is being a little bit more transparent about their plans and about what they're trying to unveil in the coming months and exactly what they're really kind of ambitious about when it comes to Star Wars, right? So that's one thing that I like about Jon and Dave. They're very ambitious, they're very goal-oriented, and they're just passionate at heart. They're very much passionate Star Wars fans. So what's really interesting about all of this is exactly what they have in store for the character of Luke Skywalker and other characters that surround him. So, with that being said, with both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni currently developing their new Star Wars projects, such as Ahsoka, Mando Season 3, and even the Book of Boba, they are also working on a handful of new Star Wars projects that are set to be announced by this November. However, it's described that recently Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have been making major adjustments to the Star Wars universe by borrowing many aspects from Star Wars Legends. Now, in a recent interview with, of course, Disney CEO Bob Chapek, Chapek was questioned about the future of Star Wars and the further use of Luke Skywalker as a character in the mandoverse. Now, Bob Chapek went on to state that, of course, we believe that the fans want endless Skywalker content to watch and learn of, and we realize that the heart of the franchise has to do with the Skywalkers and especially Darth Vader. Characters that Luke has created over the years that we want to make sure will stay relevant for the years to come. Chapek also went on to confirm something huge for the character of Luke and how he will be used in future Mando episodes and TV shows. Bob states that we are going to explore every single angle of Luke's life, that we have yet to do so. We want to explore Luke Skywalker's journey to becoming a Jedi Master. We also want to explore angles of his love life, which, of course, we believe fans are going to deeply respect. The story of course, Luke Skywalker and the story of love is big in Star Wars, and we want to enable that with Luke's story that we believe is going to be very emotional and powerful for the audience. Bob Chapek continues to unveil that as we left off with The Mandalorian Season 2 of Luke taking, of course, Grogu away from Din Djarin, we want to also explore what that story is going to be like between Luke and Grogu, and exactly what that's going to entail and how that's going to hold major connections to the past prequel trilogy movies as teased by Ahsoka Tano. Now, additionally, completely separate from all of this, there is a major scene that is set to be filmed for, of course, The Mandalorian Season 3 that will feature Mara Jade as the villain, serving as Thrawn's hand this time, which will loosely be based off of her being the Emperor's hand in Star Wars Legends. However, Mara Jade is said to hold deep intel about Palpatine's survival, and that there is set to be a sequence to be filmed during the spring of 2022 for The Mandalorian Season 3 that will feature a confrontation between Mara and Luke that is going to end with Mara Jade walking away from the remnants of the Empire and giving up her ways with the dark side. Mara Jade being a villain is said to be a brief thing in Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 3, and that the romance between Luke and Mara will truly begin with The Mandalorian Season 4, even in the Ahsoka Tano series as well. Now, the third season of Mando is said to be longer than its last season, and that Favreau is getting ready to actually really evolve Star Wars to its maximum potential like never before. Mara Jade will also have significant scenes in the Ahsoka series, which will be done by Karen Gillan as the fan-favorite Legends character. So here's the deal about Bob Chapek, is that he, like I say, is being a little bit more direct with the fans, being a little bit more talkative about the future, and he's going to be more like this at, of course, this major event that's going to take place in November, especially also at Star Wars Celebration next year. I think that Chapek is more on his A game than what Iger was. I mean, when you look at Iger, it seems like that he was catering more so to what Kathleen Kennedy wanted to do. Now you have Chapek catering more so to what Jon and Dave want to do. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, no? Because we have Chapek realizing that Jon and Dave got these major promotions that actually allows them to have more creative power over at Lucasfilm. Not just with the TV shows and movies, but also the lore itself in the games, books, novels, and comics. So that's just one thing to really think about. Let that sink in for a moment there. So given that Jon and Dave, they are taking a lot of fan-favorite characters from Legends, Mara Jade being the main one. This is the main focus right now that is going to be a big situation for Star Wars fans. Some fans may not like Mara Jade getting thrown into the sequel trilogy because ultimately they are planning to eventually kill her off in a similar fashion to how she was killed in Star Wars Legends. You guys may recall that Mara Jade met her fate at the hands of course, Luke Skywalker's nephew as well, Darth Caedus. And it's a very interesting story, and I do suggest that you guys go ahead and research that because they're planning to do something similar between Ben Solo and Mara Jade, meeting her demise at the hands of Solo. So, on top of this, I think that what they're ultimately trying to do is that they're really trying to keep that Skywalker saga intact, not just on, of course, the Disney Plus platform, but exactly how it ties directly in to the sequel trilogy movies in its own unique way. Obviously, some fans are not going to want to hear that. Some fans don't even want to be reminded of the sequel trilogy at heart, and I understand that. I do. Hey, I mean, I've expressed my opinions on The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker several times, and I've said this time and time again. My overall feelings about the sequel trilogy is that I can't enjoy the movies consistently. Like, from start to finish, each movie, I don't really enjoy them consistently. There are bits and pieces of those films that I really deeply love. For example, I love the Kylo and Palpatine dynamic in The Rise of Skywalker in the beginning and the end. I like that. I also enjoy aspects of The Force Awakens where it kind of dives more into the world of Octu and Luke Skywalker getting discovered and Han Solo on board of the Falcon. There's key moments in these movies that really do stand out. But in its entirety, the sequel trilogy in my book, it's really not that great. And for them to finally be able to kind of recuperate using Disney Plus Star Wars TV shows, I think is a great path. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Gun in hand, we are alone again. No hiding. From night to moon, we hear them moans again.